Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Sakamoto Days episode number 4 reaction. So the previous episode, we had Sakamoto and his family go out to an amusement park, and it was like their little day out. Unfortunately, the organization has sent hitmen to take care of him, and the first one was easily dealt with. The janitor hitman was easily dealt with them, but the other dude, I forgot his name, he was kind of prepared. He came in with like a poisoned kunai, something like that, yeah. And he and Shin had a battle, and Shin got poisoned, but he still was able to take him to a place where Sakamoto was there, into like a hero show, and he put on a mascot costume and started fighting with his eyes closed, listening to Sakamoto giving him instructions, and he executed it perfectly. He defeated him, and that was really well done. So let's see what happens today in this episode. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Yeah, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, yep, she's still trying to find him. Oh, more hitmen? Yep. Right. You just spoiled. Yeah. What? Oh. Wow. That is crazy. Yeah. Okay, who are these two? Oh boy. Uh, hmm. Mm, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, obviously you should keep the antidote always with you if you're oh no. Yeah. Dondenkai. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I'm way above my pay grade. Yes, the organization, I think. What's the full form? Valid until Japanese Association of Assassin. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Like, is that like a high? Uh. Yeah. 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 Hmm. Yeah. And also, yeah, Sakamoto's goal currently not killing that whole thing. Uh. Oh. Right. Oh boy. One more right. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, side effects. Oh. Yeah. Um. Well. Oh, there he is. That's his name. Obasa. Hey. Boiled. Oh, his name is boiled. Oh no. Oh, he has. Oh. What? What? What is? Damn. Crazy. I don't think so. What? Fell off the roller coaster. Yeah. Yeah. Merry-go-round. Oh, Sakamoto's there as well. Oh, Sakamoto's chin is going to flop again. Oh, they didn't show that. Oh, obviously. A perfect place to. Yes. Oh my god, what the hell? Shatan is. Damn, the little girl is taking this way easier than Shatan. Oh, he has a flashlight. Well, obviously. Oh, oh boy. Yeah, this is a bit too high quality. Yeah. Oh my god! Hey! But he's probably unconscious. What the? Ah, okay, that's why. Oh, Morsis. Hard boiled guy. Mm. He just broke it. But wait, so he was in the. Wait, that's him? Damn. Damn. Oh, he also didn't speak back in the days as well that much. Oh no, here we go. What? Hey! I forgot, they're all hitmen. Women. Yeah? Hey yo, that's some crazy chocolate. Oh my god. So, what the hell? Hey. Oh no. I just cannot. This is just. Oh God. Oh no. Hmm. Oh my God. Okay. She's getting drunk. Yeah, you're just trying to get drunk. That's how you, this is your remedy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Damn. Oh, there he is. Wait, what's in his hand? Oh, I just realized the pineapples on his shirt are like grenades. I don't think he does. Damn. Oh, there they are. Okay, who are these people? Oh, is this like Drunken Fist? Yeah, this is Drunken Fist. Yep. Well, you do look a lot different as well. Yeah. Oh, what? Yeah, his gloves are reinforced. Damn. Oh, I. Oh. Oh no, she's going to throw up. Oh, right. Nah, but as he said, you shouldn't kill others. She said, he said, didn't he? Hard boiled, that guy? Oh my God. Damn. Yeah, was that a thing? Every 10 seconds. Oh, he went out, I think. Did he? Oh no. Damn. Wow. Super Bowl bombs. Oh wow. RDP. Wow. Oh, he's remembering now. Wait. Right. Just a fan. Oh. Oh. Goddamn. Oh, yeah, his bloodlust. Yeah. He remembers those. Wait, what the? Did he? Okay, what? How did that happen? What is he, Joji? Wait. Okay, I don't understand how that happens. But I guess a lot of things doesn't make sense in this show, but still, I guess we'll have to wait for next episode, see? You know what? It would be kind of interesting if he's actually like faking his body weight and everything. Like, he's like wearing like a fat suit or something to like trick or I don't think that will be because I don't know, I feel like the main highlight of this show is basically like a family man who has let himself go, like who has become overweight. Him like fighting against these people and like protecting his family. That is basically what the main highlight is. So I feel like a development like that will be kind of going against the whole thing, wouldn't it? Like, if he's been faking his body weight. So, like, what happened? Did he immediately, in a matter of seconds, just burn up all his fat? Like I said, is he Choji or something from Naruto? Like, what the hell? Okay, you know what? Next episode, let's wait. I think we'll get our answers there. Okay, and that was it. That was today's episode. Okay, so yeah, this was obviously a continuation of the previous day's episodes, like the amusement park episode. So we continue off from there. And a few things happens today. First and foremost, we get introduced to these two. The lady, I forgot her name. It starts with O, and then we have this guy, the hard-boiled guy. These two are the assassins for today who we dealt with. They are one of the top members of what was the name of the organization they used? Don Denkai or something like that. Yeah, and they are targeting Sakamoto. Now this guy, this hard-boiled guy, he is a very interesting character, and I have to say, most of his scenes were pretty damn hilarious. Like him just screaming randomly and just saying one of the most, like, I don't know, like one of the most normal stuff. Like he was like screaming, and then immediately he's like, "Oh, there's ants over there. Don't don't stomp on them. My motto is not to take a life, uh, or except the target only." And and then we have the girl who is like kind of like a little fangirl kind of him. That kind of character she is. Um, and like all of those sections were pretty funny. His like I don't know how what to say. His I guess you could say his the way he's interacting with others and everything is pretty like over the top and pretty hilarious. Um, so yeah, but obviously, as we get to see, it turns out these guys are quite strong, really quite strong. But in the end, we saw Sakamoto is now, I don't know. I guess he's going to show his true power or whatever. But yeah, like the comedy parts of today's episode was actually very on point. I really liked, the whole this guy completely being the opposite of what he seems like to be. Like in the at the outside he's like basically he's like a tsundere. Like he's like, oh, I don't care about it, but in the inside he's like sad about the fact that Sakamoto never considered him as a friend, and also you could say envious of the fact that Sakamoto just got all the chocolates and everything, and he is saying like, oh, we're hard boiled, we don't need any chocolates. But deep down inside he was just, I guess you could say he was what can I say? Envious. Yeah, envious of the fact that Sakamoto is not what he thought he is. And the fact that Sakamoto didn't even acknowledge him. When asked, Sakamoto's like, I don't know this dude. Like, yeah, so it's just kind of funny seeing that. Either way, he has a few interesting gadgets, you could say. First and foremost, the rocket dynamite, whatever punch, I think that's what he called it. That is basically like a little, like an enhancement to his gloves, which helps him use the rocket propulsion to attack harder. And the balls that he was using, the super balls or whatever you call the super explosive balls, those two are the gadgets that he was using, and he was using it pretty damn well, as you can see. I'm not sure of what the girl's power is. The girl was like, it seemed like she's like controlling others or something. All those people inside the haunted house. It seemed like she was like ordering them to, like, they were like, she was like, they were like under her control or something. It seemed like. Again, I'm not sure what her abilities or what she's doing there, but next episode will probably tell us. Also, we got to see Shautan's drunken fist today. She was pretty scared about the whole haunted house, so she just drank. She drank alcohol, so that doesn't affect her, and she was able to use her drunken fist. As soon as I saw those movements, I'm like, yep, that's drunken fist. And the thing about drunken fist is that it's just unpredictable. But this girl is pretty damn strong because she was able to just take a punch and was able to like just like grab it and protect herself from it. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, like I feel like their situation is more troublesome, Shin and Shaotan, because first and foremost, Shaotan is just doing some crazy stuff now. She's just drunk. She's drunk. She's crying and everything. Shin is actually stuck now. Anytime that lady is going to use her chainsaw on him. Yeah, so I think their situation is more troublesome than Sakamoto, because I feel like Sakamoto can deal with his situation pretty easily. Also, Shin cannot use his ability, or temporarily cannot like hear other people's thoughts, so that's like a big disadvantage to him. Like I said, he relies a lot on his ability, so if that ability is somehow cut off, he falls in trouble, or his power, his combat ability will drop by a lot, and that's what's happening now. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, that was basically today's episode. Now, the first part, I didn't really talk about the first part, because the first part, nothing much happened. We just talked to that guy, the assassin guy, and got more information from him. And in the end, he was like, "Ugh, whatever, man, I just can't be bothered. Let me just go on another ride and just go home." And he was trying to go home, but he got caught by those two. But yeah, these two, this combi seems pretty funny. I don't know, they kind of remind me of, first and foremost, the guy, I immediately recognize his voice actor. He's Zaki Kempachi's voice, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Yep. So it's pretty, like, I don't know what to call it. It's very interesting. It really, like, like, as you can see, his appearance and everything is in high contrast with what he's from the inside as a person, and I feel like that raspy voice kind of really like matches with that, like, with that rough and tough exterior, but the very sensitive, like, interior. That contrast that this is bringing is pretty, that voice really kind of enhances that. Yeah, and I don't know, I feel like these two, like the hard-boiled guy and the girl, their combination is pretty damn funny. I just don't, I just cannot remember, but their combi kind of reminds me of someone, like, from some other anime. I just, first and foremost, I was going to say that they kind of remind me of Jesse and James, but it's a bit different, because Jesse and James, like, the whole like comedy duo kind of thing. But these guys, these two, you can see there is a pretty, like, a dynamic between these two, because the girl, it seems like the girl is like a big fan of this guy. Like, she's like fangirling at, like, the slightest of the stuff, which is obviously not the case with Jesse and James from, like, Pokemon. But their combination, the comedy bits at least kind of remind me of that, like, the ridiculousness of the situation. And yeah, it's pretty funny. One thing this show really has, I feel like it has like the One Punch Man type humor, which is pretty funny. It's like absolutely, like, random, and you just don't know what to expect. Yeah, and I really like this combination, like, these two, the combi, and like these two new characters. They're pretty funny. I don't know what to say, like, this just, I don't know, it somehow just, it just clicks. These two just kind of, like, clicked in this whole show. The show is, like, obviously a comedy centered, like, a action show. But yeah, these two really, I don't know, it just enhanced the whole comedy part for me, at least, because I was just laughing away at these two, the way they were interacting. Like, the girl was doing something, and suddenly the guy was, the hard-boiled guy was like, "Oh," like, like, and she was like, "Oh, what? Why are you screaming?" And he's like, like, says something very normal and very, like, um, very just, completely something unexpected, and you're like, "Oh, okay," like, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's pretty funny. This whole, like, a running gag, I guess you could say, of, um, him just raising his voice and just saying something, completely, like, normal. Oh, I just realized who they remind me of. A lot of people, you probably won't know. But yeah, a certain, like, combination of characters from Heaven Burns Red. Again, a lot of people might not know, but these two remind me of the combination of, uh, Tama and, what was her name? Megumi. Yeah, those two. Where one of them just suddenly raises a voice, and the other person just gets startled, and they're like, what are you raising your voice for? And the other person says something just completely normal and completely unexpected from, you know, like, what is expected. And that's literally what they were doing. This seems like this will be like a running gag, and I really like it. Anyways, yeah. Also, that whole section with Sakamoto, that flashback section was hilarious. I knew that was going to happen. I knew like he was like talking to him and everything, and Sakamoto wasn't even responding, and he was like following him around and everything. I knew in the end Sakamoto would say something like, "I don't know this guy. Like I don't, I don't even know him." Literally, what happened? He was just hanging around with them, and Sakamoto was just like nodding his. He wasn't even responding to him. You could see, he was just going along with it. And then suddenly one day, like he was like, "What the hell, bro? You're not hard boiled," and he's like, "I don't even know you." That's it. I feel like like that probably hurt him. Like he was like, "Yeah, I'm good friends with Sakamoto," and Sakamoto didn't even acknowledge him. He was still trying when he was fighting with Sakamoto. He was still trying to make him remind him that, "Oh, you do remember me, don't you?" And I would say like, "Nah, man. If he didn't remember you back then, he would not remember you now either, because you look quite a bit of different from what you were back then." But Sakamoto does remember. You could see the composition of his bombs. You could see he paid attention to that, so that he kind of remembered. And I guess like because he's connected to that, he also will get reminded of him now, because now that he remembers the ingredients. But yeah, it's just it's just funny. Oh yeah, right. Anyways, yeah, I think these two probably will be recurring characters. I think so. Like they seem like they'll be recurring characters. This hardball guy and the other girl. Like I'm sure we'll be able to defeat them here, but I feel like they'll come back later on. That's what they seem like. Yeah. So let's see what happens. Okay, that was today's episode. Really good episode. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one. Okay, that was that. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. The very first scene, you can see Shao Tan is still trying to find Shin on the roller coaster. But yeah, obviously Shin is not there anymore. Then we meet these two. So wait, let me see what their name is. Um, okay, okay, wait. Don't tell me what to do. You're just boiled. Okay, so his name is Boiled, and then he's like, "Argh!" She's like, what is it? He's like, "Careful where you're stepping." Obiguro, that's her name. Okay, Boiled and Obiguro. She's like, "What?" Ant call, like trail. Don't take lives other than the targets. That's my motto. In the inside, she's like, "Oh, that's so hot." Again, tell me if your feet hurt. Yeah, and she's just fangirling internally. Okay. Like he was saying about like being popular and all that, obviously, but you can see he's popular to at least one person. What more do you need? I guess he doesn't understand that. Yeah, that's a fair point. He doesn't understand that she's like a big fan of him, because she's keeping that like, yeah, hidden. Okay, next scene we get to see the eye drop scene where Shao Tan is giving eye drops to to Shin, and Shin is screaming. Okay, so yeah, obviously this guy had the antidote with him. That's why it's okay. And obviously, if you are someone who uses poison, you should always have an antidote with you, just in case something happens. You kind of nick yourself or something. You need the antidote for that, or to blackmail your opponent and like kind of interrogate them or something. You'll need the antidote for to make them speak. So that those type of situations you need the antidote for. um so obviously he gets asked the question who hired you and all that. Okay, so Shaotan goes, grabs his knife, poison knife, nicks him, and then she says, I'm gonna spill one drop every second. I suggest you start talking before it's all gone. So she's like, yeah, I'm just gonna. I didn't understand what she was saying because I was like, when I was reacting. But yeah, so she's saying I'm gonna empty this before like, and yeah. So if it gets emptied, you'll die. So tell me, give me the information. So he gives her the information. Dondenkai. That is the name of their company, a toxic workplace that makes us so okay. Right. So obviously he works part time there. As he said, like, it's not really worth my own life to, like protect their secrecy or whatever. So, I don't care. Yeah. Okay. So now we get to know more about the organizations. So JAA, that is the Japanese Associations of Assassins. Right. So they manage professional hard hitmen. Okay, so hitmen, JAA, and client. So the client goes, wait a minute. So, oh, okay. So JAA is the organization who acts as a middleman. I see. Okay, fee retain. Okay, so they go through the JAA and the JAA contacts the. Wait a minute. That means. Oh, I thought they were part of JAA. Or wait a minute. Wait. So, oh, okay. So this is basically like the One Punch Man Hero Association. This show really gives me. I just said a few moments ago. This show really gives me One Punch Man vibes a lot. I don't know what it is about this show, but like I said, the comedy aspects, like the like yeah, like the whole world building, or at least what it seems like, that really gives me that vibe. Over there we have the Hero Association, obviously, and the heroes, and here we have the JAA and these hitmen. So yeah, they are part of the JAA, or the JAA acts like a middleman. They are affiliated with JAA, and the client in contacts JAA, gives them the fee and whatever is required. I guess the JAA recommends hitmen based on that, and they contact the hitmen that are associated with them. For example, if you need Sakamoto, they'll contact Sakamoto. He'll Sakamoto will get like part of his fees from there. The rest JA will keep, I'm assuming, and then Sakamoto will do the job, and like, yeah, that kind of thing. So basically, so yeah, it's just that they're affiliated with JAA. Hitmen are, I guess, they are kind of independent, or maybe they're not. I'm not really sure, but yeah, they're just affiliated with them. They might get jobs from JAA, something like that. And that is also why, I guess, when someone wants to retire, the JAA, if they're affiliated with JAA, they will try to, like, eliminate them because they might have a lot of information. And I'm not sure, but I'm sure, like, there is a possibility that other than JAA, there are other organizations as well who act like this, like association. And if a hitman from one group, like who are affiliated with J, if they suddenly try to retire or do something or try to, like, abandon them, there's a possibility they might go to the other ops association and sell them their information, which might be troublesome to JAA. So that is why I think they try to take them out, or like something like that they do. So if you are stuck in hitman work and work like this, you're stuck for good. Your past will always catch up to you. Basically, you have to keep affiliated with them forever. that kind of thing, or something like that. Again, I'm not sure if that's how it goes, but I assume it is something along those lines. That is probably like the basic structure of how this works. um okay, so this is where this guy, the poison guy, he says, you I heard you used to be an order. So the order, this is also something that I'm not 100% sure, but I'm assuming the order was probably some kind of a group. Like, I don't remember if they mentioned this before in the previous episodes. They probably have. Maybe if they have, I've probably forgotten, or I've just missed that part. But I'm assuming order is like some kind of like a group within this whole like thing, where I'm assuming along with Sakamoto, there were probably a few others who were like these top hitmen who used to like be on the same level as Sakamoto or something like that. Anyways, that is where the conversation ends. We have Aoi come in along with Hana, and they're like, oh, let's continue, like, and they see him, and you can see Shin makes up a excuse, and he's like, oh, we were seeing him practicing getting out from the binds. Yeah, so they have their conversation and they leave him, but Hana comes back and gives him like a little band-aid, and she was like, oh, this is for you, thanks for the hero show. Yeah, at which in the end he was like, you know what, whatever, man, I just can't be bothered, let me just go to, like, like, ride and go to a ride and then just go home. Okay, that was that. Now next we get to see Shin has temporarily lost his ability to use his Esper ability, because of the antidote, probably. So that is a problem. Now he cannot properly track them, track the enemies. So Shaltan immediately says, like, let's get away from here, because obviously this place is just an open space. Like, anyone can get us from anywhere, and if Shin doesn't is not able to use his ability at the fullest, then that's a problem. We can get ambushed or attacked from anywhere. But Aoi and Hana comes in and they're like, oh, we, like, what's happening? Is something wrong? Yeah. Oh, okay. The poison guy's name is Tatsu. So later in the washroom, Tatsu meets Obarai, or something like that was her name. Okay, I again forgot her name. Her name is a bit difficult to remember. Um, Meets her and Boiled over here. Right. Okay. Again, this part is funny because Boiled is like, "Hey," and she's like, what happened?" And he's like, "Oh, don't, like, sit like that. That is not ladylike," or something like that. He says, um, uh, "You're a nice girl. Spread your legs like that." Right. Okay. So, anyways, they get more information from Tatsu, and yeah, and Tatsu kind of says that these two are giving off a silly vibe now, but these two are like the one of the best people. They have killed over 100 people on their own. The most brutal pair Dondenkai has known. Okay. Anyways, back to Sakamoto's group again, and Aoi and Hana were like, "Oh, dude, like, what's happening? You guys are not enjoying yourselves." At which they're like, "Oh no, everything is fine. Let's go to another one," and they have to continue their whole amusement park, thing. In the end, it's almost evening. They did get attacked once or twice, I guess, maybe, not that much, but yeah, it's fine. Although the time has almost is almost up, they're going to go home. But before going home, they decide to go to the haunted house, which is one of the best places to get assassinated. So yeah, they go in, and the haunted house is pretty, like, authentic, legitimately well done, uh, in such a way that Shatan is just, like, just going, like, crazy. She's just like, yeah, I don't like this. She starts drinking alcohol. Obviously, at that point, we didn't know that was alcohol. Like, we thought that was like some kind of medicine or something. She was drinking. She was trying to get drunk so that she doesn't have to go through this. Anyways, but we have Boiled and that girl keeping an eye on them with the CCTV. The haunted house experience goes crazy, like, authentically, because every single ghost or every single person trying to scare them are crazy good, good makeup, like good everything, good acting. um yeah, and while all of this is happening, we get to know about the past of Sakamoto and Mr. Boiled. So it turns out they knew each other from the back in the days when Sakamoto was age 14. And he, okay, introduces himself to Sakamoto. Okay, JCC. So Hitman Training Center, Japan Clear Creation. Okay. Um. So he met him in the shooting range, and yeah, he talked to him. He was like, "Oh, I heard that you beat up my friend, but it's fine. Like, I like hard-boiled people like you." And he just, like Samuel didn't even pay much attention to him. Like, started shooting the target, and he's like, "Damn, you're pretty hard-boiled." And he started hanging out with him, and yeah, and he says like they started spending time together more and more, even though Sakamoto didn't really speak that much. Yeah, and so there you go. So it turns out Sakamoto was just, he was just, like not even paying attention. He probably was thinking, who the hell is this dude? Always following me. Like, what the hell? So yeah, while he, from his side only, was thinking they're good friends. Anyways, so this continued for a while, and then on Valentine's Day, it's like Boiled was like, oh, like, like we are hard boiled, we don't need chocolates, but obviously deep down inside he wanted chocolates, and he thought like, oh, Sakamoto is my bro, he's in the same situation as me. Turns out Sakamoto has a lot of fans, and all of these assassin girls, they came in and they're like giving chocolates to him. He's like, what the hell, bro? And this continues for a while, even in the lockers. And Nagumo comes in, and Nagumo was also like, "Oh, who's this dude?" And he says, "Oh, no clue." And then he's like, "If you want the chocolate, you can eat them." Yeah, and that was a shock to him. He's just sad that his friends and the people the person who he thought that he was alike with him wasn't at alike at all. And then when he's like, oh, like, you have to settle your score with your friend. He's like, no, he's not my friend. He's not my friend. And obviously he's trying to act tough. Like I said, he shows behavior characteristics of a tsundere. So he's like acting like that. Anyways, next we see Shaotan is drunk. That is part of her remedy for not getting scared. Makes sense if you're drunk. Yeah. And then they, like, Shaotan literally just opens one of the doors where all these, like, zombie kind of looking people just start like surrounding them. They get separated. Sakamoto gets punched by Boiled and gets just completely, like, like a in a remote, like a separate location. Yeah, and this is where Sakamoto starts fighting Boiled. Boiled is trying to make him remember. Boiled is like, remember me? And he's like, no. Yeah, they keep fighting. Boiled is using his, like the rocket propulsion thing. Yeah. While we have Shin, who finds out the family, he, like Aoi and Hana is there, unconscious. And this lady also comes in, but then immediately Shaotan comes and starts using her drunken fist. So two battles are happening in both sides. Sakamoto fighting Boiled, but Boiled is very strong. Boiled has gotten even stronger. He's using his rocket propulsion, like shield device or whatever it is called, to punch hard, and he's using those super balls to, like as a like an explosive. While we have Shaotan fighting this girl, but Shaotan gets, like sick because of the alcohol, and this lady takes Shin as a hostage, and she's like, oh, like, you have to attack me. If you don't hit me, I'm going to use the chainsaw to cut this boy's body. At which both of them were expecting, like, like Shautan to retaliate or fight, but Shautan starts crying. And she's like, I'm sorry, I cannot save you. She's like, what? Yeah. Anyways, back to Sakamoto again. Yeah, Boiled is completely, like, like destroying him. But Sakamoto finally remembers him, and yeah, he remembers, like, he used to tell him that, oh, like, look at this dynamite here. I like this thing here, gadget. I put dynamite here and use the momentum for the blast, and he remembers the ingredients for it. Where's that part? Okay, his ideas are cringy, but he looks at the composition and he sees the composition, potassium perchlorate and all that. He remembers all of that. So obviously, Sakamoto remembers that all the names are cringy, but I think he acknowledges the fact that the theory, or like whatever, like, like mechanism he's using on these gadgets, they're pretty good. That's why he remembered that, I think, at least. And he gets up and he, like, gets punched again this time. Yeah, he gets blasted off, and then finally he gets up back up again and starts with, like, reading out the ingredient name. And that is where Boyle thought that someone, like, stabbed him multiple times. Like, that's like the amount of bloodlust he's showing. Yeah, then Sakamoto comes out. He says, I remember you now, Boiled. Takes out his glasses. And yeah, he's back to his, I don't know, like, younger self, or like he's like slimmed down again. Okay, so like I said, I'm not really sure what happened here. So next episode will probably explain it. It can be a few things, like I said. One can be that he's been faking the whole thing up until now. But I feel like that will be kind of, I don't know, going against the whole theme or motto of this show, because like I said, I feel like when people read the synopsis of this and kind of see, like, the like the thing, the first few episodes, they are like, oh, this is a show about a husband who has become like a family man, who was an ex-assassin, let himself go, has become overweight, but still protecting his family. So him faking that whole things would kind of be, I don't know what to call it, it'll be a little bit unexpected. I don't think that's what's happening. Something else is going on. Maybe he, like, I don't know, it's maybe he just burned off all his fat immediately or something. Like, what happened? Are those like I don't know, is this like his second form? Like, when you fight a boss, at first the boss seems like, uses like simple pattern of attacking, and then when you take out the first health bar, uh, and he unleashes his second form, he gets way more complicated to fight. Is this what's happening here? Like, or is this something like what happens to Choji in Naruto, where he uses the reserved fat as an energy source, and when he does that, he becomes slim and extremely powerful? I don't know what this is. It can be any of those, or it could be something completely different. You know, let's wait and see. Right, and yeah, that was episode number 4 of Sakamoto Days. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, I'll check them out. That is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Sakamoto Days. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.